Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. As soon as I sat down to film, Suki was like, hold on a second, you're on the ground, we're cuddling. I just got out of the shower and I didn't wash my hair, but obviously that meant I had to put it up, so it's kind of a mess, so don't mind that. Oh, we should turn the fire on and make it all cozy. That's better. Anyway, today is a Friday and I have been working like crazy earlier this week, so I finally have some time off and the apartment, it needs some help. Life has been crazy. So in this video, the main goal is to decorate for fall, which I'll get to that in a second. But before we can decorate, we definitely need to clean up the apartment a little bit so that there's actually room to decorate. I'm making it sound like it's really bad. It's not that bad, but it's definitely not great. So I have a short to-do list of everything we need to do. We need to clean the kitchen and the living room. Those are like the two biggest messy areas right now. And I think that will make a huge difference once I do those two things. And when I say clean, I definitely will like wipe stuff down, like wipe down the counters and stuff. But most of it is just like clutter. Like I just need to put stuff away because stuff has just been like gathering up and hasn't been getting put where it's supposed to go. So it just makes it look cluttered and messy. So it shouldn't take too long. And then after that, I also need to do some laundry. It's not that much laundry, but I've had it washed and dried for a few days, but I just haven't folded it and put it away. So I need to stick it back in the dryer to like fluff it up so it's not wrinkly, and then fold it and put it away. Oh, Suki left us. You are so cutie. And then another thing on my list is to take a dress to UPS to ship it back and return it. I got a dress for a wedding I'm going to be in a few months from my cousin. Gotta love the city life. I'm in my cousin's bridal party, and so I got my bridesmaid dress in, but it does not fit. So I have to return it and take it to UPS. Hoping to do that today so that I can finally just like get it sent back and get my money back and then get my replacement. So those are all the big things we need to do to like clean up the apartment and just get our lives back in order, and then we can decorate for fall. So the day that I'm filming this, it's August 15th, which might seem really early to decorate for fall for some people, or maybe it won't. It kind of depends on the person. Me personally, I have always viewed August as a fall month, and I think there's a few reasons for that. One being it's the month that I would always go back to school. I know some schools start in like September, but the ones I went to always started in August. And so, you know, you go back to school in the fall. So August meant fall to me. Also, fall has always been my favorite season, even though I was born and raised in Florida where fall is non-existent. And I think the reason I view August as a fall month is because I lived in Florida and there was really no such thing as fall. I had to kind of invent it myself by, you know, putting orange leaves in my room and fake pumpkins. And so I would kind of start doing that around August to kind of invent the season for myself. And so because of that, I view August as fall. I'm not planning on changing that now, even though I now live somewhere where seasons are real. So we're gonna decorate for fall. And I've been wanting to do this for like 2 weeks now. So hopefully we finally get around to it. But like I said, we have to clean first because there's no room for fall decorations right now. So that's the to-do list for the day. I'm gonna take you guys along with me. We're probably gonna start out by cleaning the kitchen, but even before that, I think I'm gonna make espresso so that I can make a latte. I don't know if I'm going to make the latte right away, but I at least want to make the espresso because I need to clean my espresso machine, but I don't want to clean it and then make espresso later, and then it just gets messy again right after I cleaned it. So I want to make the espresso first so then I can then clean it and it'll be clean the rest of the day. So that's the plan. So I guess we'll start with making some espresso.
and way over. The same spot that we went was a little too tall for me. Short. I was like, oh crap. I was literally like, oh, there.
Alright, we're back in the living room. I finished cleaning the kitchen, wiping everything down. My whole coffee corner is cleaned. My espresso machine is cleaned and drying. Feels very nice. I think I mentioned this in another video once where I was cleaning, but something about having white countertops in the kitchen and then wiping them down is just so satisfying, even though like they don't even like look that dirty. I mean, you saw there were some like coffee rings from making my latte earlier today, so like obviously that shows up a lot more on a white countertop. But other than that, it's like, it doesn't show too much because I don't leave the kitchen that messy, but it's still like so satisfying to wipe it down because it just like gets such a nice shine from the cleaner. I love it. Anyway, we're moving on to the living room now, which it's not too bad. There's just a bunch of crap on the coffee table that I need to clear off, and then I need to like fix the pillows on the couch, but honestly, that's kind of the main thing. Also, our rug always gets like shifted around and messed up because Suki loves to run around in the living room and she'll like run on the rug and then it like gets all bunched up and messed up. Honestly, it kind of sucks too because I love this rug, but because it's like a grid, there's like lines on the rug, it's very obvious when the rug gets like moved around and it's messed up because then the lines are curved instead of straight. So that's the one downside, I guess, to this rug. But the rug needs to be fixed, which might be kind of hard for me to do by myself because there's a really heavy couch on top of it, but I'll do my best. And then, like I said, just gotta pick up the coffee table and everything, fix the pillows on the couch. But before I get into that, I wanted to show one of the things that is cluttering the coffee table right now is a drawing that I started last night. So probably like no one watching these videos knows that I'm like super artsy and always have been because, well, I guess I do creative stuff on here sometimes, but not like drawing and stuff because I'm not an artist in that way. I wish I was. Those people who have like such a talent with paint or with colored pencils, like, wow, I wish I could be them, but I'm not. But growing up, I was always super artsy and I did like, I did take art lessons for a little bit, but I put that in quotes because it wasn't really art lessons, honestly. It was basically just like a group of us went to this woman's house and she had like a little art studio set up in her garage and we all like went there for like a couple hours a week and like did art in the same room, but she didn't really teach us anything. It was kind of just an excuse for a bunch of kids to get together to do art together, and like there's an adult there who's good at art who can help if need be, but she didn't really help much. I guess I'd say the biggest benefit to it was that we got to like try out a bunch of different mediums that you normally wouldn't if you didn't go take an art class and you were just doing art at home as a kid. So like we started with charcoals and then did like pastels and inks and colored pencils and like kind of moved up. Anyway, all that to say, I did take an art lesson class for like a year and I didn't learn much because it wasn't really a class. So I have very little actual knowledge and skill in that kind of thing. But anyway, I've always loved colored pencils, and I was suddenly in the mood to do art last night, like real art, like a drawing. So I started drawing Suki, our dog. I just want to preface again, I am not an artist. I am not that good at colored pencils. I don't know what I'm doing most of the time, but I do feel like I'm off to a good start, maybe. Let's just remember this is a judgment-free zone, and I did not come on here and say, look at my beautiful masterpiece. I said I have no idea what I'm doing, but I feel like I'm doing a decent job so far. Keep that in mind when you look at this. So yeah, as you can see, I've only done the nose and the pink around her nose, like her lips and stuff, but I feel like I'm off to a good start. I still don't fully know like how, like I don't have the skills, like I've already said a gazillion times. I was never trained and taught in colored pencils, so I don't really know how it works exactly. I feel like I'm kind of just like winging it and seeing what works and what doesn't, and it's not going horribly. I do really feel like I have her shape down. Like I feel like her face looks like her. I'm just worried I'm gonna totally ruin it the more that I color it, but we'll just see. I'm just gonna take my time, not try to rush anything, and hopefully it turns out decent. But yeah, that's the update on that. Anyway, so that's one of the reasons there's so much crap all over our tables, is because last night I was over here coloring, so I've got a bunch of colored pencils scattered everywhere and that notebook and then just a couple other random things. So we're gonna clean everything up, and then after that, I have to throw my laundry in. Maybe I'll throw my laundry in first so that when I'm done cleaning up the living room, it's ready and I can fold it. And then everything on the list will be checked off except for the UPS package, which I think I'm going to do a little bit later. And then maybe we can decorate for fall. All right, guys, it is several hours later. I ended up pushing the fall decorating a couple hours because I wanted AJ to be able to decorate with me, or he wanted to, maybe, or maybe I'm just making him. I don't know. So I haven't actually gotten around to decorating yet, but he is officially off work and he's taking Suki out to pee real quick. And then when he gets back, we'll actually start decorating, but he did get the box out for me. I don't fully remember what's in here because last fall we were like moving to different locations to live over the span of like a few months right before we got married. And then we got married in October, and then we went on our honeymoon for like 2 weeks, and then we moved cross country here. And then in November when we moved here, we were like unpacking. And so basically I didn't really get to like fully decorate with everything we have last fall, so I don't fully remember what's in here. What I do know is all of our wedding florals are in here because we did fake florals because they're just a million times cheaper. We got them from Ling's Moment, and because our wedding was fall themed, all the florals are fall colored and themed, and so we kept them for fall decor. So we do have quite a bit of options because of that. But other than that, I don't really remember what I had before. So I guess we'll find out together. This is like what do they call these? A garland. So we're going to put this probably on the entertainment stand that the little fireplace is in. This was on our sweetheart table during the reception. But yeah, it will go on the TV stand. We also have a bunch of like ribbons that we draped over, what was it? The arch that we got married under, like at the altar or whatever. We have a bunch of those, but I don't know like if we'll actually find a use for this because I'm not that good at decorating with stuff like this. Like I don't really know what to do with it, but I know we have a lot of those. More florals. I believe this was one of the pieces that went on the altar. I think there's like a big one and then this smaller piece. I have no idea what we'll do with these, if anything. Maybe like, I was thinking maybe the coffee corner might be kind of cute, but also I kind of want to make over my coffee corner, so those might get in the way of doing that if I do that in the near future. So I don't know, we'll see. We also have a few random loose flowers from a sample box that we ordered to get a feel for them before we committed to like the actual set. So could do something with those. I don't even know. Oh yes, I've had this pillow for a million years. Hello fall. This will go out here for sure. This one's cute. Little oven mitt, so that can go in the kitchen on display. Oh, I didn't know these were in here. I made these a million years ago, you know, like, I mean, it's still something people do now, but it was like a huge trend doing like the baking soda paint to make a old glass or something look like terracotta. So I made this. I made 3 of them. Oh yeah, here's the third. Like a million years ago, I made a little set. So I didn't even know these were in there. They're kind of folly and cute, but also cute for year round. So I don't really know why they were in there, but maybe we'll find a spot to put those. And then I've got a bunch of fake pumpkins. I forgot I got these at IKEA when we first moved here because it was like the end of fall and I saw a bag of them and they were like a few dollars. And I was sad that I didn't really get my fall, so I got the bag. So we'll find somewhere to put these. I have this random baby scarecrow that honestly, I don't really know what to do with this. I feel like I never know what to do with this. So I don't know. We'll see if that gets used. Oh, here's more of those giant ribbons I was saying. There's so many of them. So this is a little fall bouquet I made before we had our wedding one, when I wanted like a cute little fall centerpiece. It definitely does not go with all the wedding florals because this is like vibrant fake fall and the wedding florals are like natural neutral fall. So I don't think this can go out here. It'll definitely clash, but maybe if we go in like the bedroom. I don't know. We'll figure it out. And similarly, this was like the, oh my gosh, did it break? Okay, well that we could probably just get rid of. This used to be a long garland that we would put on our entertainment stand, but obviously now we have the really nice one from our wedding, so I don't know. We'll see. Oh, here, this also came in the IKEA set. Was it only those 4? I think so. And then I also have this cute little pumpkin that I've had for a million years. Probably got it like Michael's or something. I have a little turkey, which isn't really fall themed, more so Thanksgiving, but he can go out anyway because he's cute. And then I have these really cute salt and pepper shakers that my grandma got us. It's supposed to be like me and AJ because I think she has a set and then she got my mom sets and when like one like this, and then when they had us, she got like the kid version. Like there's like shorter ones. So there's like the 3 kids plus these 2 for my parents. And so when AJ and I were getting married, she got us these. So now we have our own. We don't actually fill them up. We just like display them. I don't know if that's weird, but I feel like it would be messy to like fill them up and have to clean them out and store them for another year. So we just put them out as decoration when it's fall. And that's pretty much everything. Everything else in here is just like fake. Oh, there was one more piece to the IKEA set. The squash, of course. I forgot about that. Anyway, the rest are like fake plants that aren't actually fall themed at all. Like these little succulents. So I don't really know why they're in here, but not really relevant to the fall decorating, but kind of good to know that they're in there actually. I feel like that could be helpful decor in other areas of the house. So all right, so this is everything we're working with. I just made a huge mess in the nice clean living room, but yeah, we're gonna start figuring out where things can go. I will say I kind of want to rework this area and the island area because I have sorry, I'm giving you guys whiplash. I have this tray that I've always used as a centerpiece on the coffee table since we moved in, but then, oh, sorry, more whiplash. This is our wedding album that we recently got. I made it on Shutterfly and finally got it done. So now it's kind of like our coffee table book because it's cute and I want it out for people to look at and for us to look at. So I moved the tray over here because I didn't really know where else to put it and what to do with it, but I knew that it couldn't go there with the book because that's just too much. So I'm wondering if I could like repurpose this over here, but I don't know if that'll take up too much room. I don't know. I have to figure it out. But yeah, so I think that's something I need to figure out. And also the wedding bouquet that I do currently have up here. Oh my gosh, sorry. I'm really not showing off my camera skills right now. This wedding bouquet, it's really pretty, but I feel like it's never, I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it. I've just never loved it on the island, maybe because all my vases are really short and it's like a bushy bouquet. Like maybe it needs a taller vase, which I don't have. So I don't know, we have to figure that out too. Are you ready to decorate?
I'm finally ready.
Yay!
So spooky.
Yay! Hi, baby.
Duct tape.
Sure. If you stayed to the end, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. Please consider subscribing, liking this video, and leaving a comment down below. And for anyone who is paying close attention, I promise I did end up returning my dress, but I had to do it a few days later, and it ended up being a whole fiasco that we did not document because it was a pain. But we got it done. Anyway, I'll see you in my next video. Happy fall.